Alright, time now is 12:02 afternoon. Yeah, I naturally woke up. I'm very happy about that. I slept from 3:10 to 11:30. Right now I'm still in my pajamas, which means I will be doing some exercises. Yes. Didn't have much of a dream, and also don't have much to do today other than script writing club. Yeah, again, originally today I was going to go to CMD at 2 p.m. to find Evelyn and give her the figurine that I bought for her and show off my mangas and other figurines. And then in the meantime, crash film 32. It would have been a very interesting interaction. But unfortunately, I couldn't do that. So, because today is flex day and everyone's having a faculty meeting, of course, just when something interesting is about to happen, you have to hit us with something like that. So, yeah. Yay, I guess. Yay. Yeah, but even so, at 4 p.m. there would be the script writing club meeting. My personal prediction is that, nobody is gonna go. Like, maybe not a lot of people are gonna go, because a lot of people don't even have classes today, so they're just gonna be like, well, time to sleep at home. But yeah, I'm still gonna go because I have literally nowhere to go. I also have nowhere to go this Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, my boring life continues. Yeah. And not much else. Actually, I think there's like a screening of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in the Beverly Cinema. Maybe I'll look into that. Maybe, I think that's tonight or tomorrow night or something. Maybe I will go there. But yeah, not much else. Really, there isn't much else to do. I'll go to Target before I go to CMD to buy an alcohol spray. And I'll look if there's a headband and earplugs for the Death Grips concert that I'll be attending in May. And then, oh yeah, I got the laundry, I need to do that. And then that's it, nothing else. I don't even want to go to church this Sunday, I don't want to wake up early. Fuck. My life is so boring. I forgot to mention one thing, and that is, I went to, the Photo 1 homework on Canvas. And one of the homework is a discussion panel where we have to look at a photo and talk about it. And yeah, and the guy whose last name is Cheung, Cheung, who I thought dropped the class, is actually in the class. So I clicked onto her profile and he has a photo. Turns out it's a dude who dyed his hair a little blondish. And I think I've seen him a couple times in the last couple of classes in Photo 1. I've always thought he's Korean, because he looks kind of Korean, but then you never know with Hong Kongers. I don't look like a Hong Konger, but I am a Hong Konger. That's not Cantonese. Okay. But yeah, so hey, next Monday, if I get the chance, I'm going to sneak up to him and ask him where is he from. I'm going to find a good excuse to socialize with him first, and then I will strike. And then I got the Koreans as well, which I want to socialize more with, even though there's no point in that, because they're in their first phase. The Koreans are in their first phase. They're going to stick with other Koreans. That's it. And also they just came here like a month ago, so it's not like they're going to know anyone else. Yeah. And, yeah, that's all. Now change it to 272 because of interesting circumstances.
Wait, are you here for what? No, I'm just here to check it out. I'm editing something.
Oh wait, where are you editing?
In one of the days.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that.
I
I'm walking to my office now, and then I'll be back here. But if you can't,
All right, time now is 6:49. I'm back here. Let's quickly talk about what happened today. I left at around 2:50, maybe 3. Went to Target very smoothly. Immediately found the bottle of alcohol spray. Directly went to CMD very smoothly. And right off the bat, CMD looks dead. There's nobody there because today's flex day. It's faculty meeting day and nobody's doing anything. And then I saw room 271. There's people in it. What the fuck? So apparently the professors, they're holding their faculty meeting at room 271. That's exactly where I and Thomas planned to do our meeting in. And Thomas even doubled down, like, we should be fine. Like, the whole campus should be empty because they have their faculty meeting. Of course, they hold their faculty meetings in one of the rooms. Okay. Yeah, sheesh, okay, so many things are happening right now, hold up. And I was low-key a little, like, bro, what the fuck? That was one of my biggest concerns, is that, do we even have the room to us? Do we even know that it's okay to do it at this time? And, Thomas was like, yeah, don't worry about that. And of course we had to. So I went to the cafe and Betsy's there, which is very interesting, given that Michelle and I talked a lot about Betsy last night and how Betsy received a message from Dane. And it's so outrageous that Betsy got super angry and threw her phone on the floor. And that also concerns me. And it's funny because Dane just messaged me. So now that the tea continues, the drama continues, right? I'm in the middle of it all. Or actually, Michelle and Betsy are in the middle of it all. I'm sort of at the side. A little to the side, just a tad bit to the side. But yeah. Yeah, so, we were like, okay, let's change the cafe. And then turns out room 272 is okay, is available. Nobody's in there and we can go in. So we decided to change it to room 272. So then the meeting begins. And oh my god, this might be the worst meeting of all times. Period. This is even worse than some of the worst meetings I and Thomas did last semester. It's so cringy. It's so fucking bad. Only 3 people showed up. A tall, buff British guy, another white American guy, and a Latino. And I've never seen any of those people. I don't know where the hell are the club members from the previous semester. Carmelo, the bald guy, showed up, and then it's me and Thomas. And Thomas is supposed to print out bingo cards, but of course he's not well prepared at all. So the computer lab closed because it's faculty meeting day. So he couldn't print out anything today. And so we didn't have that. So fine, we don't do the lingo. We can still do the recap. Yesterday, last night, literally midnight, 1 a.m.-ish, I made the Google Slides. And so Thomas just read off of that. And I did too. So thanks to me, at least we got something to do in this meeting. At the end, we were available to play the bingo, but it was in our phones. Because it was originally a phone website thing. It was just kind of awkward. Where Thomas had to share a Google Doc and ask for everyone's emails and send it to each one of the members, the 3 members. But the most awkward thing is the beginning. We didn't really start the meeting until 4:30. It's supposed to start at 4 p.m. Thomas was like, okay, let's wait for another 10 minutes until more people arrive, and then nobody arrived. Nobody more arrived. And Thomas was like, okay, well, let's wait for 5 more minutes, and then nobody else arrived. And Thomas like, wait for 5 minutes, and then one of the members, there's an American guy, white guy, and he seems to be an expert in script writing. And he's already getting impatient. And he's like, are we starting soon? And Thomas like, let's wait for 5 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just fucking start. Don't wait. So we started introductions, and the 3 people, they seem engaged, but I feel like they're doing it out of politeness. Like, they actually think we're jack shit right now. And Carmelo isn't helping much either. He just sat there for the most part. So it was kind of a disaster. It was actually very much of a disaster. And then there's a whole time thing with Thomas, which is the worst thing about today's club meeting, is that apparently on future Fridays, Thomas won't be able to do the script writing club meeting because Thomas has to work, because he can work. And he always reminds people that he works at Legendary, which is crazy huge production company, which is cool and all. And he works there as like the male boy assistant or some small role like that. But he's super proud of it. And he brings 2 water bottles with him every time. One of the water bottles is the Legendary bottle because he gets to show off. And he told me, oh, I just found out yesterday that I found out a couple of nights ago that I have to work every Friday. So we can't do script writing clubs anymore every Friday. And he's like, how about Thursday? And I'm like, I can't, there's Film 33. And he's like, Thursday evening, Thursday, like after Film 33. And I'm like, bro, there's no fucking way. Like, I didn't use this attitude, okay? But I was like, there's no way. Film 33 is going to kill me, okay? I'm going to be half dead by the end of Film 33. I don't want to add more to it. It's a great idea to do it on Friday because it's right after Film 32. So the people from Film 32 could immediately join us. That's what we did last semester, quite literally. And then Tom was like, and I'm like, how about Wednesday? And Tom was like, no, I got Bible study, and I will never sacrifice Bible study. It's more important. And then I'm like, Tuesday, Monday, I can't do Tuesday because I got class. Monday, Thomas doesn't want because Thomas wants to go home and do homework. Bro, if your schedule is so goddamn important, then quit being the president of Script Writing Club. You have a job. You have a full-time job. You're in Film 33, the most time-consuming class, and you're still trying to be president of the Script Writing Club. How? That's like suicide. And then the members, the 3 people sitting there looking at us like we're idiots, they started to say, especially the American guy, he was like, you know, why meet every other Friday? Like, why meet every other week? We should meet every week to keep the momentum, you know? Because if we meet every other week, it's just going to slip off of my mind and I'm just going to stop coming. And Thomas didn't fight back. Thomas was so weak and meek. He leaned against the wall and his hands were shaking out of nervousness. And he was like, okay, yeah, that's a great idea. Whoa. How are you even weaker than me? I was going to fight back. I was going to say, oh, we meet every other Friday because of whatever bullshit I can come up with at the moment. Like student availability, club resources, because we also need to respect other people's times and their other clubs as well. Damn. So we did the whole club meeting with the PowerPoint, and it's boring, it's flat, it's bland as hell. And it's so awkward. It's dead silence all the time. We played bingo at the end. Nobody won. It's too time consuming. And we just left. And it's a disaster. I honestly, at that point, I want to quit. And right now, I do want to quit. You know, I should just quit being vice president of Script Writing Club. Because this is so silly. And at some point, we spent about 20 minutes or 15 minutes just discussing everyone's availability. Thomas treated the club as if it's like a core group. So Thomas started asking, okay, so can you just throw me some ideas for activities? Why are we asking questions like this to our club members? It makes us look so weak. It's like we're clueless. And then Thomas asked them their availability. Why are we relying on their availability? It should be the other way around. They should rely on us. If they can't come, then don't fucking come. That's the whole point. Like, sometimes I don't attend film club meetings because I'm not free, and that's okay. Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. And so at the end, it came to a consensus that Thursday is fine, but then the British guy isn't fine until like 6:30, so fine, Thursday 6:30. And every Thursday, 6:30, No way. You know, I should just quit. Because there's no way in fucking hell am I A, coming here every week, B, be doing this kind of shit every Thursday. And 6:30, I gotta go home and eat food. So yeah, this is a disaster. So we left, and Thomas wanted to speak to Rigatoni. I wanted to speak to Betsy. And also partially because I wanted to talk to Betsy about the drama, the tea, you know. And so we found Betsy in a side room, and she's building some stuff, some weird ritual stuff on the ground. It's sort of like an art studio room, and apparently they're holding a sort of this casting audition thing for a project about microaggressions and racism, of course. And so she's like, oh, how did the meeting go? Tell me the tea. How's Film 33? True, let's be honest here. Betsy only wanted to talk to me and Thomas, and I don't want to say this like as if it's a bad thing or not. You know, Betsy, I respect her a lot, but clearly Betsy's really interested about the drama in Film 33, which hasn't even happened yet. But Betsy immediately asked us, like, how's Film 33? And then Betsy immediately went straight to the point, without even like being smart and, you know, being indirect. But Betsy was like, how's Theo? Because I don't know what the fuck is going on with Theo. He's not speaking to me. I'm like, whoa. Like, in my heart, I'm like, whoa. Isn't that a little direct? Like, I know what happened between her and Theo, because I know the sauce. But Thomas doesn't. And if I were Betsy, I would be careful. I would hide my true intentions. What are you doing? Some people here are just not cut out enough for the drama. I have gone under training. But yeah. But yeah, it's good to talk to Betsy. I told Betsy that I told Michelle, and Michelle would tell Betsy about all the drama. And then we saw Rigatoni. Thomas was like, oh, he's probably gone home. And like, there's no way. And of course, he hasn't gone home. He won't go home, dude. He has 10,000 obligations here at CMD. So we spoke to Rigatoni a little bit. And Rigatoni seems genuinely want to help us. Help with our script writing club. Like, hey, we can also talk to our club members and ask for activities, and maybe we could have assignments for them, yada yada. So yeah, that's that. And then I saw Cliff. I saw Cliff before the meeting started, and then I saw Cliff again after. Cliff is editing the short film WoW for the college, and he's in an editing room, and I got to take a peek inside the editing room, but I didn't go in because it seemed like a very holy, sacred place, and I guess for such a high classified project, it would not be cool for me to get in. But yeah, I was gonna leave with Cliff, but Cliff said he's gonna leave around 7 to 8, so I left at the end. So Thomas left, quote unquote, and I and Betsy and Cliff, we went to one of the dark, shadowy corners of the second floor, and we started chatting about drama. Cliff wasn't really super into it because Cliff doesn't know too much about Film 33, but he's a key figure, you know. And it's funny how we've all promoted to become key figures. Cliff becomes the editor for WoW, which is a huge deal. Leslie has become the fucking guardian spirit, and while I don't seem super important right now, but I actually play a very important role in keeping Film 33 together because I have connections with Betsy and Michelle. And Betsy really wants to know the drama. And also, Cliff is not getting paid for this. He should be. And Betsy's like, oh, I know a way to get you paid. I'm going to talk to AS, the Associated Students, and ask for money. Alba, the producer, didn't do that. But we should do it. And I'm going to do it. So that's that. For the money, for the budget, for the short film. So yeah, that's that. But there isn't a lot of drama to cover so far, so there isn't a lot to be said. And Thomas returned at some point, and I wanted to keep drama away from Thomas because I don't want him to know too much, because it's better for me if he doesn't know as much, and he doesn't care anyways. Like, Thomas drove me back home. I was on his Tesla, and I asked him, do you think Leslie's crazy? And Tom was like, don't know, don't care. And I asked Thomas if he has seen Pepper's new hair. And Tom was like, oh, good for her. Thomas genuinely doesn't care. And he doesn't want anything to do with Film 33. So yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And we'll see if any interesting things occur. But so far. Also, this very old guy who was my first film professor ever, I finally saw him in person. And he doesn't recognize me at all, obviously, because for the class I took with him, it was online, and I didn't even have my camera on most of the time. But yeah, it's interesting. Interesting. Alright, time now is 10:24 magic number again. What's up, guys? I just finished dinner, which is quite nice and filling, actually. It's a tomato sauce, shredded cheese, tortellini, which actually tastes great. I always eat tortellini dry, and then I usually eat the pasta sauce with the spaghetti. But when you mix tortellini and tomato sauce together, it actually tastes really fucking good. With red pepper, 1 red bell pepper, and a bunch of beef bits. So, yeah, I feel nice and filled. Before dinner, I had a huge conversation with Michelle again, because Michelle's really curious on the tea and stuff. Yeah, so Dane texted me. Now let's talk about that. Dane told me that he has some good news. That he and this other guy, whose name is Jake, I don't know who the hell that is. I think there was a Jake in Film 33 last semester, and the WoW 33, but, not really sure if it's him. They said they have spoken to Drew, the white professor assistant, and he allowed them to use equipment, and that he's ready to shoot. And he's also planning to start helping another short film late March, and that I would also be involved. Now that's great and all, and I'm happy for him, but because there's a conflict of interest, Dane is going up against lots of rules and guidelines. He is trying to stand up against the Mexican professor. You know what? Let's give the Mexican professor a nickname as well. And Rigatoni, while Rigatoni is a good nickname, and Michelle made that nickname for our Italian professor, I need to give him an actually good nickname, because Rigatoni just sounds like a derogative term. So, let's say, Karsten is the Mexican professor, and Bert is the name of the Italian professor. So Karsten is not a very Mexican name. Bertolini, Berto is the name of the Italian professor, and frick. Alright, here are some updates on the nicknames. So, Berto is just too random and new and fresh of a name. So because Rigatoni, I'm gonna say Tony, aka Antonio. So I'm gonna call him Antonio from now on. And then for the Mexican professor, I'm gonna call him Cuchillo, because that's the Spanish word for knife, and he is a knife. Cuchillo. So Antonio and Cuchillo. So because Dane is up against Cuchillo, well, I need to write down these nicknames. Because Dane is up against Cuchillo, it would actually put me in terrible standing, because I am in Film 33 with Cuchillo. And if Kuchiyo finds out that I am in Dane's short film, that may complicate the whole situation for me. I feel like Michelle is being dramatic at some points. Telling me, oh my god, you may actually die if Kuchiyo finds out. To some degrees it's true, to some degrees it's dramatic, but who knows. So I asked Michelle for her honest opinion, and Michelle said, if I were you, I would try to step out of Dane's project as much as possible. But I don't want to make enemies. And also I promised Dane to lend him my camera, which fucking sucks because I don't want that actually. And I promised to lend him my Sony a7 III camera, which I also want to give a name. I mean, it's like my pet at this point. Let's give it like a Japanese name because I took it to Japan. Suzuhara. Hold on. Also want to give it a Japanese name because the first person I lent the camera to use, actually, not play around, to actually use, is Aoba. So I'm just gonna call it Momoko. I like giving things names for no reason. Okay, but you know, I lent my Sony a7 III to Aoba because Aoba's cameraman, Karen, the Armenian Russian guy, was not available on that day. So it's like a one-day thing, and I was there for the most part. And also, I trust Aoba. I know Aoba isn't the type of girl to drop my camera and spit on it and stuff. So, I don't trust Dane all that much, though. I haven't even met the guy all that much. I've seen him a couple times, that's it. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to step out of the project, but I'll tell Dane that, hey, I won't be available all the time. I can't lend you the camera, but I'll help out if I can. And Michelle's like, yeah, that's good. Be a fly on the wall. Next up, I told Michelle all about today, basically. You know, the situation with Thomas. The script writing club is actually the most pressing matter. So yeah, it appears the drama and the insane events have started to begin and started to brew for me. So the script writing club, I want to quit the club. I want to quit. I don't want to... Yeah, I kind of want to quit, actually, because I have nothing to do with it. I don't want to have anything to do with it anymore. Another thing is, Thomas wants to hold it on Thursday, on every Thursdays. Like, that's such a terrible fucking idea. Even Betsy advised him against it. And Thomas, without even questioning us, without even making a poll, without discussing with the rest of the members, told us, hey, let's... Like, didn't even tell us. He directly announced it to the whole school at the Discord server. We're going to be holding script writing club meeting every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Fuck you. I ain't going, okay? After film 33, I'm half dead. I'm going home and cooking dinner. I'm fucking going home. And if he's really dead on with this set time, I'm quitting. And I told Michelle, now, because Michelle entrusted me with a lot of her secrets, you know, her crush on the Golden Retriever and the Golden Retriever's drunk kiss with Alba. And then, you know, with the whole Theo shenanigan and then with the Dane shenanigans, and with all the crazy drama in film 33, I also entrust Michelle some of my drama and my secrets. Not really drama, just a secret. So I told Michelle that I actually have reservations for Thomas. So Michelle told me that she thought I and Thomas are like best friends and we're really tight together. And she didn't expect that I actually am not really tight with him. And it's not even like a recent thing, because the first month I've known Thomas, I've already had reservations, meaning that I already didn't like Thomas in the very beginning. You know, after Thomas's very bossy attitude, the first time I hung out with him in mid-March, if you remember it, the decision to leave period of my life, when we went to Santa Monica Place to talk about short films, and he started acting really bossy. And you know, that's also why I decided not to choose Friday Film 32 last semester, because I don't want to be in the same class with Thomas. It's been like that since day one, man. Thomas has been, and I don't hate Thomas, okay? I pity him. He's a tragic character. He's adopted. He didn't feel the love of a parent. He's not self-aware enough. The Trinity gang is secretly laughing at him behind his back, and he doesn't even notice it. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I just cannot, like, since day one, when I went over to Thomas to talk to him, I actually wasn't planning to speak to him. I was planning to approach Pepper. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Pepper a little later. But yeah, essentially, if we go on with this Thursday 6 p.m. thing, I'm quitting. I am quitting the club. Or at least I'll be taking a huge step back. Yeah, anyways, in the meantime, yeah, so the feature film that me, Pepper, Aoba, and Lauren worked on is looking for PAs again for the last 2 days of shoot. The shooting process really went from last year, September, all the way till March this year, which is kind of freaking long. It's kind of hilarious, actually. And they're planning to shoot the final 2 days, next Monday and next Wednesday, respectively, and they need PA help. While I have photography class on these 2 days, I would like to help them one last time, because I don't want to completely ignore them. Like, I was so enthusiastic, I IGDM'd the director like 3 times. And then the next 2 times the director texted me, I turned it down. So I want to go. I don't care how far it is. On Monday and Wednesday, I want to go. Or at least on one of the days. So that's that. So I actually DM'd them saying that I want to help out. So, finally, about Pepper. I realized that there's actually a lot of drama going on with my life as well that Michelle isn't aware of. My rocky relationship with Thomas and my rocky relationship with Pepper, both extremely different. And how Pepper also hates Thomas. And, you know, I want to keep my issue with Pepper private, because I don't want this to be blown out to be a huge deal and have everyone talk about it. And I don't want it to be so awkward between us. I'll be seeing Pepper for the rest of the semester. If Pepper doesn't want to see me ever again, fine. But this semester, we're obliged to see each other every photography, every photo 2 class. And I don't want it to be so awkward between us. So next Monday, or actually next Tuesday, I probably won't be seeing her next Monday. Next Tuesday, I'll speak to her. I'm going to be like, hey, nice hair. I don't fucking know. I'll speak to her. Let's stay being friends at least, you know. And not only that, but we'll also be working together on Cliff's project, and then we'll be working together, like we'll be seeing each other on John L's project. I don't want things to be so awkward between us. So I'm gonna reconcile with Pepper for the second fucking time, and hopefully for the last time. Yeah, again, like I said, I don't care about Pepper at all. I don't give a single shit about her anymore. I hope she's alright. I hope she has a great life. I truly don't care. But, yeah, I at least want to stay being friends with her, if that's okay. And I'm partially having this thought because Betsy and Michelle told me that Theo has been ignoring them too, and it's kind of weird and awkward. And between me and Pepper, I'm also ignoring her, and she's also ignoring me. And it's just not good. It's just more drama, more bad blood, and I don't want that for me. I don't want to create more issues for myself. Right now, I already have the Dane issue. I'm caught up in between Michelle and Betsy and Dane. Dane probably doesn't know that I and Michelle are tight and that we exchange information now. And Betsy probably doesn't know that I and Dane are also, not tight, but I am in Dane's project now. But I would rather trust Betsy and Michelle. And then with the Thomas situation, I really don't know what to do. I guess I'll have to just, talk it out, smooth it out. But yeah, today's script writing club meeting is such a huge blunder. Like, usually if the script writing club meeting is a huge blunder, it's such a huge embarrassment, usually I'm fine. Because, hey, at the end, I'm not the fucking president, and also it doesn't affect me. I still show up, I'm still doing something. But now it's affecting me. Because it's Thursday, 6:30 p.m., and I don't like it. And also, it's also about my relationship with Thomas. Yeah. But yeah, not much else, actually. Theoretically, tomorrow and then Sunday, I have nothing to do. I wanted to watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon on a big screen, but turns out that's March 1st. I've missed that, so I'm not gonna go to the cinemas to watch anything. So I really have nothing to do in the next couple of days. Yeah, if there's another thing is Photo 2 class is gonna have assignments. We're gonna have to do photo shoots. And I want to do photo shoot with Alba and Pepper and Potter. Even though I and Pepper are awkward, but it's better to do photo shoots with people than to do them alone, And also on Monday, I'm going to be seeing the guy who might be a Hong Konger. So, gotta speak to him. Yeah, that's it. Alright, time now is 12:08 afternoon on March 4th. Ouch, my thumb. That's not a paper cut, it's just like a dry thing. Ouch. Well, I slept from 3 to 11:50, basically. Damn. Yeah. Today is a Saturday and I have nothing to do. I got no friends to hang out with. I have nothing. Which is great. Exciting. Wow. So today I'm probably going to stay in my apartment the whole day. I'm going to just focus on my own stuff. Just gonna focus on my own stuff. Just gonna relax. Edit Japan video. Reviews, watch movie. I couldn't finish watching The City of Sadness yesterday because it was too late. I always run out of time, man. But yeah. That's that. And just stuff, whatever. I want to say something, even though so far round 3 has been very boring, but I have to be honest here, I can feel a storm brewing. I can feel storms. And maybe it's because I'm hanging out with dramatic people like Michelle. And she's always like, oh my god, it's going to be war and chaos. And Betsy also say the same thing. Maybe it won't be like that, maybe it will. But given that I'm in Film 33, and with the whole Dane situation, and then with the script writing club being broken situation, I think I am up for a few interesting events. I'm up for some interesting events. And also, I want to reconcile with Pepper again. I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna send her humongous paragraphs of Chinese like I did to her last time I reconciled with her, I'm just gonna walk up to her and be nice about it, be nice and real mature about it. And if she doesn't want to speak to me, then, well, fine, fuck it, And then, of course, there's the perhaps Hong Konger, and the Korean girls in photo 1 that I would like to socialize with. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see about that, really. We shall see about that. And then, of course, there's the John L. shoot. And then there's other stuff. Like, apparently at the end of March, there will be a thing called the Club Fair. And that's going to be somewhat interesting, I hope. And then for photo 2 classes, hopefully we do photo shoots together with Potter and Aoba and Pepper. So yeah, you know, that's that. For the feature film that I and Pepper worked on, they needed more PA help on Monday and Wednesday. On Monday, they needed help I just received an Instagram message from them because I asked them last night. For Monday, they needed help from 12 p.m. to a little later, like 7 p.m., from afternoon to 7 p.m. And then on Wednesday, they needed help from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Well, unfortunately, on Wednesday, I have a class from 11:15 to 12:35, aka photo 1, so that may not be a great idea. But Monday, I may be able to do it. So, there's hair in my mouth or something. Yeah. So yeah, Monday I may be able to do it, so that's interesting. We'll see about that. And yeah, I guess another interesting event that may occur in March is that if I do end up being UPM or second AD or something, I will ask if I'll ask Antonio, aka the Italian professor, and I'll ask Cruccio, aka the Mexican professor. I should give a name to the Indian professor as well, the Trinity. But I'm even less well versed in Indian names, without sounding racist. I was just gonna say I'm just gonna call the Indian Professor Satyajit Ray because like it's a namesake for Satyajit Ray. I don't know. And that's very obvious, you know. I don't know, but yeah, I want to sneak into Film 32s and be a spy and stuff and recruit people and stuff and look like I'm from a sci-fi film and an anime and stuff. Yeah. So, you know, interesting things are beginning to slowly cook, and I am all in for it. And also my parents may come to me this summer. My mom a couple days ago said my aunt found a can of Sakuma drops in some random store in Cheongsawan, which is insane. And yeah. And one box of it is like 60 or 70 Hong Kong dollars, which is wild, because the one I got, the Demon Slayer one I got in Nagano, that was like 90 cents, 90 yen. So yeah. So I'm just gonna have one, and that's great enough. And my mom said she'll bring me that. Yeah, I'm gonna eat some Lucky Charms cereal for breakfast. It's been a year since I've tried Lucky Charms. First time I've tried it, I was in the second host, I believe. Thomas is saying weird, clingy things to me again. I mean, Thomas is a real tragic character, you know. I'm probably the only person he trusts. But yeah, that's that. Thomas saying sorry for the things he said to me in the car. What the hell did he say? You know, if there's anything he needs to be sorry for, is deciding to make Script Writing Club a thing on every Thursday. because that's not gonna fucking work. Alright, time now is 10:35 p.m. Let's wrap it up today. Nothing important happened today. Zilch, zero, nothing. I just had another phone call with Retablo. I have many phone calls recently, holy crap. Mainly with Michelle and Retablo, but yeah, just had dinner, couple chicken drumsticks that took forever to cook. Some HOI rice, that's it, very simple. Today, in terms of meals, today has been very underwhelming because it's just cereal, and then I had a black bean tomato sauce tuna burrito thing that I made myself this lunch, and even though it tastes good and it's filling, turns out it adds up to about 470 calories. That's not enough. So I've been filling up the calories with the koala biscuits and whatnot, and it's not very great. But tomorrow I'm going to try making curry rice, so that should be exciting and fun and all that. Yeah, not much else. I just finished watching The City of Sadness, much to think about. And, yeah, the storm is brewing. A storm is definitely brewing. And I don't know. So far next week, it's going to be a little weird and off-kiltered for me because I have agreed to help out with the feature film on Monday and Wednesday. And I just asked Aoba on Instagram if she's going. She's not going. And obviously, because they got classes. And Pepper probably won't go as well because Pepper's got classes too. So I might be the only one going. And that's scary. And I don't know about Lauren, because Lauren is their DP. Lauren has to be there. So maybe Lauren will be there. I hope. Otherwise, I will look like an idiot because no one will know me. But then even if nobody knows me, even if I go to help out with the feature film and on the set nobody knows me, isn't that the spirit of adventure? So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I want to live a little. When I said I wanted to live a little, maybe this is it. You know, I've tried weed, I've tried vaping. Time to just go out and meet strangers, you know? Let's let go a little bit. So yeah, that's next Monday. I'm not going to go to church tomorrow. Maybe I'll stay at home the whole day. Don't really have much to talk about. I also got stuff to do, homework, Japan vlogs to edit and whatnot. And the USC stuff, that's not finished yet. That's not done yet. Got to do something about that. And I have to respond to Thomas and Dane, because they texted me. God, why am I swept up in all this mess? It's awesome. It's fucking awesome. I don't know if I'm lucky or am I just outgoing somehow. But my closest friends now, right? Cliff, the Malaysian, Leslie, and in some ways Michelle, are three of the more powerful figures in the film department, which means that I have connections now, and I myself am not super powerful, actually. I'm like, you know, hidden in plain sight. But, I want to be powerful, actually. You know, Cliff being the editor is powerful. Leslie being the storage guardian spirit is powerful. Storage room guardian spirit. And Michelle is sort of in the back, you know. But yeah, you know, we'll see. We'll see if how things go and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. And then John L's short film in early May, and then in early April and mid-April there should be a spring break, and then there should also be a HKOS short film festival thing, which I would very much love to help out. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it so far for today. Nothing all that important to talk about. My voice is getting really raspy. My parents are visiting me over summer. Even though nothing's happening, it will happen. That's my vibe right now. Like for the last month, I've been feeling nothing. I don't feel anything at all. but now I'm getting vibes, you know. I'm slowly starting to pick up the pace of things. Of course, I'm also looking forward to the Retablo trip. That's going to take place next week, which is going to happen very soon. Oh my god. And at the end of March, there's Club Fair. Hopefully something interesting happens. Hopefully Hong Kong Student Society, HKSA 2.0 does something interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna drink a glass of orange juice. Fuck it. That's 100 cals. Alright, time now is 12:19 afternoon on March 5th. Yeah, so, just woke up, slept from 3:20 to 11, to 12:10. I just keep sleeping later and later. I just can't control it. And I only watched one episode of anime last night. I planned to watch 4, but only ended up watching 1. I just, my time management is off the roof, guys. But yeah, you know, today's a Sunday, which means that I am supposed to go to church, except clearly I'm not at church right now. Yeah, today I'm not going to go to church. I'm just going to stay at home the whole day. Usually if I go to church, it would be for 2 reasons. Let's be honest here. I want to have lunch outside, and I want to go somewhere. But right now, I got shit to do. I don't want to go anywhere. And I have so much food for lunch. Like yesterday, I went over the food I have, and I realized, oh my god, I have a lot of food, actually. I have 4 or 5 types of breakfast. I got the raisin toast that I have to finish. I can make French toast and make peanut butter toast with it. I got the dim sum. I got the custard buns. Like, I got the shrimp dumplings. I got char siu bao, which I'm not a huge fan of, but whatever. I got chocolate chip cookies. I got the sausage bun. And then I got eggs and sausage as well. I got, for lunch, red bell pepper, which I finished. Orange bell pepper, which I can fry with the sausage. And then meats, I actually have chicken drumsticks, freaking chicken thighs, I have carne asada steak, beef bits. Oh yeah, and of course I have like tortilla. I got black beans and tomato sauce. It's yeah, I just have so much. So I just I don't need to buy any food right now. Aside from vegetables, I do need some veggies though. But that's not of insane concern. Like, I could just buy them tomorrow, even though I probably wouldn't have the time tomorrow. So maybe I will buy them today. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, my hair looks like a fucking piece of steak. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, today's just gonna be a very tame day. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm gonna stay at home the whole day, probably. Maybe I'll go to Nijia Market a little bit for a fruit and a drink and some veggies. But yeah, nothing else. I'm gonna be making curry rice tonight, so that should be really fun. And yeah, next week should be a little bit more interesting. So Monday and Wednesday, I've agreed to help out with the feature film. Tuesday, I'll be seeing Pepper again, and Thursday, next Film 33 is going to be very interesting because I just received an email from Cuchillo saying that there will be a round 2, and the deadline is next Thursday, March 9th. Great. I don't think I'm going to submit anything because, again, every time I think of submitting scripts to Film 33, I have better reasons to not submit than there are reasons to submit. So I don't want to submit a script. I just do not. Yeah, but again, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm going to change my mind, but I'm 4 days away from the deadline, so why even fucking bother, you know? Why even bother? So yeah, that's that. I also got an email from, can I say her name? Okay, Valeria, the director of the feature film. She emailed me and this other guy saying that we could share a ride together to the film set next Monday. And the thing is, I don't know who this other guy is, so I asked Alba, and Alba's like, oh yeah, he's a weird guy. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. But, we'll see about that, I guess. I guess it would be nice for us to share a ride together, because that would cheapen things. Who knows? But yeah, storm is definitely brewing. Yeah, I don't know, with Dane's short film, Cliff's short film, I got John L's short film lined up as well. Everybody's got something to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for, the plans and all. Yeah. Eating the yakisoba cup noodle. Okay, that should be good enough. Let's give it a mix. Wow, that's a lot of sauce. Okay. Apparently this is 520 calories. Okay. Boom, lunch. There we go. Why do you gotta do this to me? All right. Usually people peel the potato for the curry, but I like the skin. There we go. It's noticeably thicker now. I think we're good. I'm so fucking hungry. I'm so hungry. You know what? I think we're good. This is my first time, and you know what? I'm satisfied already. Alright, let's turn off the heat. And let's pour this thing over on top of our rice, except I can't do it with one hand. actually pretty great. A couple things. I should have mixed the curry cubes a little bit more evenly because some parts are very concentrated and then some parts are very watery. I shouldn't have added salt. The curry cubes are already salty enough, and also these beef, they're a little on the chewy side because they're pre-cooked. But it's fine. I think the potatoes and the onions and the carrots, they're very great. They're amazing. And this is a very satisfying dinner. This is very satisfying. Alright, time now is I don't even know what time it is. 10:14, just finished dinner and everything. I've made myself Japanese curry rice for the first time and it's not bad. It's so filling. The curry sauce is actually very high in calories, and then I also had potatoes and onions and carrots and beef, and it very much tastes like something that I have made because there's something very rudimentary and rustic about it. Not perfect, imperfect, but it's still a good meal, albeit a little one note. I just had an idea. I just had a random idea. I realized my English is so good, like even now, then, as I'm describing my dinner, I'm able to put it in an English sentence so effortlessly, and even now I use words like effortlessly, like damn, I'm so good at English. And I realized that another reason why I got so good at English is because I describe my life with it constantly. I vocalize. So I should just switch languages. I should just start using Cantonese to vlog from here on out. I don't know, I should just do Cantonese vlogs here and there sometime in the future. That would be nice. But anyways, I forgot to mention this morning that last night I checked my USC application portal and great news! Duolingo has finally sent USC my English test result. That's fantastic. Thank you. Gracias. And yesterday I also did the financial statement report thing, so right now I'm pretty much done with USC. I'm still waiting for my college to send my transcript to USC, but I don't have to do that. That's not my responsibility. So I'm done with USC right now. The second thing is, Dane texted me again. So last night I told Dane that I can't lend him my camera because I don't want to. I don't want people touching my camera. I only lend my camera to people that I really, really trust. And so far I've only done that once. And that is Aoba. I mean, I've lent my camera to Potter for like a moment as well. But, you know, I let Aoba use my camera to film her short film while I was away because I trust that she won't do anything stupid with it. Dane, while I know he's probably even more of a professional than Aoba is, maybe, perhaps, don't know. I don't let people who I don't trust as much touch my camera. So I've been thinking all day, thinking of an excuse. Of course I'm not going to say my camera is broken because that's too obvious. And I told Michelle about this, and Michelle has more updates for me as well. So I really don't know. So during dinner I thought of an excuse, and that is I'm lending my camera to someone else. And I don't know when will that someone give it back to me. I hate to do this because I hate lying. I hate lying, man. It doesn't feel right. And even if I lie, I would like to tell the lie as close as to reality as possible so that it's not as risky for me. Yeah, but I guess I'm just gonna say this. Another thing is I asked Aoba, who is this other guy. So, Valerie, the director of the feature film, said there's another guy who will go to the shoot with me. And I've never met this other guy before. And I asked Aoba who's this other guy, and Aoba said this guy's a weird guy. So I'm not sure. I think I'll go by myself tomorrow with Lyft or something, with Uber or Lyft or something. So that's that. Now Michelle has given more updates to me in terms of the world of drama. One of which is when the college made one of the short films called Old Cliff Rising. Apparently some child labor laws are violated. What the fuck? And Betsy's going to speak to her and find out the truth very soon. At the same time, Betsy will be having a meeting with Dane very soon, and Betsy will tell Meeting to get out of the college, which is really wild. Like, what the fuck? First of all, even after this meeting, it doesn't mean Dane is kicked out. Betsy does not have that kind of power. Even if Kuchio, Professor Kuchio, wants to kick out Dane, he can't just kick out Dane. This is something that only Dane can do, unless he breaks the law or something. So I don't really know what's the purpose of this meeting. Even with this meeting, Dane will still move forward with his short film. So I really don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, there's that. I don't think I'll be submitting a script for Film 33. Yeah, really don't think I will. Because I really don't want to be chosen. And that's pretty much it so far. So tomorrow's going to be interesting. I think tomorrow will probably be the most eventful day of the round so far, if nothing goes wrong. Yeah. And also, I originally planned to go to Nijia Market today before dinner. But I spent so much time filming and editing my reviews. By the time I finished editing it, it was 7 p.m. I could still theoretically go to Nijia Market, but it'll be too late, and I don't want to go out. So I actually quickly planned out all the meals in the next few days, up until Thursday. And I realized I do have to go to Nijia Market because, you know, I need food. So Tuesday night, right after photo 2, I will go to Nijia Market. Next thing is there's a new Demon Slayer movie, and while I heard it's not great, I still want to watch it on a big screen. So this Friday, I will probably go. As much as I would love to spy on the Friday class, yeah, as much as I would like to spy on the Friday class, yeah, I want to go watch a movie too. Also, this Friday, for Friday Film 32, they probably won't start filming anyways. So, you know, whatever. Next Friday, I'll spy on them. Now is not the right time. Yeah, once again, like I said, on Tuesday, I'll reconcile with Pepper as well. Yeah, that's that so far. Oh yeah, I just fucking remembered that I have art history homework to do, like, right now. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And that's all for today. That is all.